Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hope y'all are doing well. So this video is just going to be chill, laid back. I'm going to be talking about my 4-month update of working for myself full time. So I'm a full-time freelancer, content creator, or sometimes I like to call myself a creative entrepreneur, which is just a fancy name. But working for myself, I've been working for myself for the past 4.5 months. So I quit my full-time job on actually July 4th. So yeah, like I said on another video, I'm gonna be documenting this process and just sharing the journey with y'all. This is new for me. And I know that there are people that want to go full-time, with maybe a side hustle that they're doing. Right now, just a lot of people are quitting their jobs within, now in the past couple of years and just working for themselves because, there's so many opportunities out here now. It's just I don't know the word for it. It's a thing right now, I guess you could say. So if that's one of your goals, to go full time working for yourself, or, you're just thinking about it, I think this video could be helpful to you because I could just kind of share the things that I've been dealing with and sharing that journey for people who want to take a similar route. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. So just want to kind of take you through my thoughts and just things that I've been experiencing, because since I quit my job, I've had a lot of different just feelings, or maybe certain things that I kind of expected, and it hasn't really been like that. So yeah, it's kind of been, I would say, up and down, right? Nothing has been bad. I would say that I think the pros outweigh the cons. But the good thing is I am making money consistently. Like, I've made enough to support myself and my family, every single month. So that's the good thing, right? If you're working for yourself and you have a family and bills, you have to be making money. And that was something that before I got into it, I had to really make sure that I was making enough from things that I was doing on the side while I was working my full-time job. And also making money that comes in consistently, not as it fluctuates, but it does come in consistently. So that was something that I really made sure before I quit my job. I would say that was the main thing. I had to be making a certain amount, which I worked out the numbers, had to be coming in every single month. And also I had to have most of my debt paid off, and then a good amount saved. Like, if those things weren't in place, I would have never quit my job, right? So that was something that I was working towards for a long time before, I came to the decision, okay, it's time. I can actually quit my job and feel at least somewhat comfortable doing that, right? Of course, I still had doubts because I've been working 9-to-5 job my whole life, right? And it's a scary feeling and situation to go from just having that paycheck come every 2 weeks to everything is just on you, in all these skills that I've acquired, all these side hustles and different, ways of income that I have. So it's very different. So yeah, that's been a good thing that, I'm making that money consistently. It's not exactly where I want it to be, but I'm just thankful that I'm making enough to where I've been able to do this for going on about 4.5 months now. And I do have a good amount of money coming in for me and my family. Now, another thing that I've experienced, I guess I'll just talk about all the good things first, and then I'll go into some of the things that not necessarily bad, but I've been kind of struggling with, because it has been a struggle too, just mentally, and we'll get into that later. But something else that has been really good, probably my favorite part so far of working for myself, is I have a lot of time, right? And honestly, it's kind of a bad thing too, because I have so much time to where, I just told my wife this the other day, to where some days I don't even know what to do with myself. So that's been a struggle of, it's like almost like I have too much time to where I just get kind of paralyzed. I'm like, I don't even know what to do. So that's been something I've kind of been struggling with, which I'll touch on later. But just having a lot of time with for myself, right, to work on things that I want to work on, and also just being more present, being able to spend more time with family, being able to spend more time with my son. I've been able to go to all of his games. He's into sports now, so that's been great because of my, hear my dog, sorry. Because of my full-time job, I missed a lot of his games because of my schedule, and I had a funky schedule. So been very happy with that, and like I said, that's just been a blessing to be able to do those things, to be able to spend that time with loved ones, spending more time at my mom's house, and just spending more time with my family. It's just been great. It's just been great. And I would say something else that I've really been enjoying a lot, and was one of the main reasons why I wanted to work for myself, is I get to work when I want to work. And I've really been enjoying that. So honestly, I've been working a lot at night. I'm a night person. That's when I get a lot of ideas. That's when I create most of the content that I do. So I've really been enjoying that, and just being able to work on my terms, and not having everything revolve around my 9-to-5 job schedule, which was very weird. And now I can kind of prioritize other things, and then I can just kind of, like, we can go out, or maybe me and my wife go out on a date or do some things that day. I could kind of do that and then kind of put my work second, if that makes sense, because I can have the flexibility to do it whenever I want. So I didn't have that with my job. So I think that's a perk to working for yourself. It is dependent on what you do. Like, everything I do is online. It's content. I have clients that I work with every single month. So it's just making sure all my clients are good. I have to focus on that. And then my other streams of income, which I'll talk about that more in another video, but I do a good amount of stuff right now, which I actually want to I want to kind of take away some of that stuff and kind of focus in on maybe one or two things, because I think I could, just from experience with doing a lot of online stuff and all these different things that I've done, when you do too many things, it's like you're not maximizing the most you can get out of that, versus if I focus on one thing. I think that's, if you listen to business videos and business advice, that's something that you hear a lot, to focus on one thing, so you can really put all your energy into that, all your focus into that. And I think you can get the most out of that one thing, versus if you're doing too much. But I still want to have multiple streams of income, especially working for myself, just because something, what if one month I don't make enough from this one thing? I have these three other things that's bringing in income. So as of right now, I do a lot of Amazon stuff. I create content for Amazon. I have some affiliate marketing stuff. And then I do freelance work. So I have clients that I work with every single month. They pay me every single month. And then I just have kind of like random freelance jobs that I do. So those are, and then YouTube. So I think those are all my income streams. But if y'all want me to go more in detail about that, let me know in the comments. I'll make a separate video just talking about, all the income streams that I have and how I make money. Now let's get into some of the stuff that I've been struggling with, because I don't want to come off as, working for yourself is easy, or it's like the greatest job. It's just like working a regular job. Like, it's good stuff and it's bad stuff, right? So one of the things that I've been struggling with is, I don't have as much structure. I've been kind of figuring that out, and that's a lot of what this 4-month period has been. And I'm still dealing with this. It may take 6 months. Who knows? It may take a little longer than that. Is really getting my groove of like my workflow when it comes to working versus doing other stuff, and just having more structure. There's something else I mentioned to my wife is I've really been struggling with structure, because when you have, a regular job, it's very structured. You go in at a certain time, you get off at a certain time, and you work on certain days and you're off certain days. And now it's just all on me to kind of figure out when I want to work, and besides work, having structure with other things. Like, I haven't been eating as much, right? Just because it's different. When I worked a job, I would prep my meals. It was just more structured. Now I have so much time and things are so loose that I've been slacking on a lot of things and just struggling to find structure and balance, as you can tell by how I'm talking about this. So it has gotten a little bit better, but it's still a work in progress. So if you do work for yourself, you may find that it's taking some time to really find, your structure with your life, because you have so much time, to where sometimes you may not know what to do, right? And that's me to the T. Like, I have so much time that I just get paralyzed and I don't do anything, right? So also something else that I've been kind of struggling with is I have a lot of anxiety, depression. I actually take medication for it because it's pretty bad. But I've found that my anxiety it's gotten worse because I don't have that certainty of, I know that I'm getting a paycheck every 2 weeks. So I find my mind racing a lot and just thinking a lot of like, what if I don't make this much this month? So I didn't have those thoughts when I was working a traditional job, because I knew I had the money coming in. But now being, all those side hustles that I was doing at the time, it's all dependent on those things. And I don't have that income from the job. So, and like I said, I have bills, I have a house, I have a family. So those thoughts have really gotten to me some days, just thinking too much, and thinking a lot about the next month, thinking forward too much. Like, oh, what if this happens? Like I said, I have clients that I work with monthly. Like, I've had those thoughts of what if I lose a client, right? Because that's a big part of my income. So just those thoughts have gotten to me some days, and some days it has me kind of my anxiety is through the roof, and some days I've even gotten depressed some weeks, just kind of in my own head too much and thinking too much about what can happen. So to sum that up, pretty much, it can be stressful. It can be stressful, and I think that's something that's important for people to know, because a lot of people show that good side of working for themselves. I've seen that a lot when I was in the process of getting here and watching content. I would watch a lot of content about that, like people who were full-time entrepreneurs, because that's what I wanted to do. And, you see the good about that, and it seems like something that's so amazing. But once you get in it, you realize, like, it's really no different from working a job. Like, you're still going to have certain struggles, and in some cases, even worse struggles than when you were working, your traditional 9-to-5 job. So it's just something to think about. So yeah, that's just kind of how my thoughts have been. I felt the need to get on here. I've been wanting to post to this channel, but I don't really do photography as much. It's very on and off, right? I'll do it sometimes, and then there's periods where I don't want to do it at all. So just not knowing what kind of content to post, because most of my content is photography content. So I figured I'd just, take people along this journey of what I'm doing now. And yeah, I think sharing this could help someone. And it's content for people who just want to know about what I have going on. I like to believe that I have some people who like me for me, and not just for the photography content that I put out. There's a lot to me, a lot that I have to share, a lot of things that I've been through. I've been through a lot of different things, a lot of struggles in my life. I just feel like I have so much to share about a lot of different things, and just believing that what I have to say in my experiences are valuable and can be of help to people. And I haven't always thought like that. There's been times where I felt like, oh, I don't have any value to offer. I don't have anything to say that could help someone. So I'm in a place now to where I believe in what I'm saying. I believe that I can help people. I've done it throughout my whole life. I've always loved helping people and sharing the things that I've known, the things that I've been through to help someone else. But yeah, it felt good to get on camera and talk about this. Hopefully you got value from this. Like I said, I'm going to be sharing more about this journey of, working for myself, full-time entrepreneur. And I'm very excited about this journey. Like I said, I've been struggling with some stuff, but it's very exciting. And it just feels good to work on continuing to improve myself and my business and making this thing grow. So it's very exciting, and it's very exciting, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with y'all. But if you got value from this, drop a like. If you want more content from me and want to know more about this journey, subscribe to the channel. I will see y'all in my next video.